Alright, let's talk about something most people ignore until it's too late, or worse, are too intimidated to even understand. I'm talking about your credit score. Think of it like a secret handshake in the financial world, a silent signal that tells the gatekeepers you belong. If you know it, doors to better opportunities swing open for you. But if you don't, or if your handshake is weak, those same doors slam right in your face, often without explanation. It's this magic 3-digit number, usually between 300 and 850, that tells lenders, banks, credit card companies, and even landlords or insurance agents how responsible you are with money. It's a summary of your entire history of borrowing and, more importantly, repaying debt. A good score means they see you as a low-risk, trustworthy person. To them, you're a predictable and profitable customer. A bad score? Well, they pretty much see you as that friend who always forgets their wallet when the check comes. You become a gamble. It's that simple. And it impacts almost everything, from the biggest purchases you'll ever make down to the details of your monthly bills. You might be thinking, Graham, why should I even care? I pay for everything with my debit card. I get it, and living without debt is a great goal. But here's the deal. Using only a debit card is like trying to get a job with a blank resume. You haven't proven you can handle payments over time. Your credit score is your financial report card. Without it, lenders have no idea who you are. It determines whether you can get a loan for a car, and more importantly, how much you'll pay in interest for that car. It decides if you can get a mortgage to buy a house, or even if a landlord will approve your rental application without a massive deposit. A high score can literally save you thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars over your lifetime through lower interest rates. Think of it this way. Good credit is a discount on life's biggest expenses. It's not just about borrowing money. It's about saving a massive amount of your own hard-earned cash that you can then use to invest, build wealth, and live more freely. Let's make this concrete. Imagine two people buying the exact same $30,000 car. One person, let's call her Sarah, has been diligent and has an excellent credit score of 780. The other, Mike, has a few late payments in his past and a poor score of 580. Sarah gets approved instantly for a loan with a 3% interest rate. Her monthly payment is manageable, and she drives off feeling smart. Mike, on the other hand, gets stuck with a 15% interest rate because the lender sees him as a much higher risk. Over the life of a 5-year loan, they're driving identical cars, but Mike will pay over $10,000 more in interest. That's the only difference, the score. That's $10,000 he could have invested, saved, or used for a down payment on a house. It's not just a number, it's a family vacation, an emergency fund, or a head start on retirement, completely gone. That's the real-world cost of a bad credit score. It's an invisible tax you pay for not paying attention to the rules of the financial game. So this isn't some abstract concept for rich people or financial nerds. This is for the student trying to get their first apartment, the young family dreaming of a home, the entrepreneur looking for a startup loan. This is for everyone. Mastering your credit score is one of the most powerful moves you can make for your financial future, and it's more achievable than you think. The very first step on this journey is to become a financial detective. To build a better credit future, you need to know exactly where you stand. Many of us navigate our finances with a sense of uncertainty, unable to see the full picture. You can't fix a problem if you don't know what it is. This isn't about judgment, it's about gathering intelligence. That means you need to pull your credit report. Now, it's crucial to understand this isn't your credit score. The score is just a 3-digit number, a snapshot. The report is the full-length movie that the score is based on. Think of the score as the final grade, like a B+. The report is the test paper itself, showing every answer, right and wrong, that led to that grade. So what's in this detailed story? First, it lists all your credit accounts. Credit cards, mortgages, car loans, student loans, both open and closed. Your payment history is detailed for each, showing a track record of whether you paid on time. This is the single biggest piece of the puzzle. It also shows how much you owe on each account, which is used to calculate your credit utilization, a key scoring factor. The report also lists public records like bankruptcies, any accounts in collections, and finally, who has been looking at your credit. These are called inquiries. It truly is the complete story of your financial life. Now, the best part? You don't have to pay for this critical information. Thanks to federal law, you are legally entitled to a free credit report from each of the 3 major credit bureaus every single year. Those bureaus are Equifax, Experian, TransUnion. It's important to check all 3, as they don't always have the exact same information. The only official, truly free place to get them is annualcreditreport.com. Be very careful. A quick search will reveal lookalike sites that use the word free, but then ask for your credit card to sign you up for a paid service. The official, government-mandated site will never ask for a credit card number. Once you have your reports, put on your detective hat and go through them line by line. This is where you can find game-changing mistakes. So, what are you looking for? Start with your personal information. Is your name and address correct? An old address you don't recognize could be a clue. Next, scrutinize the account list. Do you recognize every single one? An unknown account is a major red flag for identity theft. Then, review your payment history. Look for any payments marked as late that you know you paid on time. A single incorrect 30-day late payment can drop your score by as much as 100 points. If you find an error, you have the legal right to dispute it. You can do this online through the Bureau's website or by sending a certified letter. Clearly state what the error is, why it's wrong, and include copies of any proof you have. The Bureau then has 30 days to investigate and must remove the error if it's verified. This isn't asking for a favor, it's your legal right. Think of this as your financial health checkup. You wouldn't go years without seeing a doctor, so don't go years without looking at your credit report. To make this manageable, make it a habit. I recommend a strategy called staggering. Instead of pulling all 3 reports at once, pull one from a single bureau every 4 months. For example, Experian in January, TransUnion in May, and Equifax in September. This creates a free year-round credit monitoring system, protecting you from future fraud and ensuring your hard work is reported correctly. Finding and fixing just one mistake can be the fastest way to see a big jump in your score. If there's one golden rule in the world of credit, this is it. Pay your bills on time. This is, without a doubt, the single most important factor that makes up your credit score. It accounts for about 35% of your FICO score. Nothing else even comes close. A long history of on-time payments tells lenders you are reliable. It's the bedrock of a good credit score. One late payment can stay on your report for 7 years. Let's be clear about what on time means. It means paying at least the minimum amount due by the due date. A payment is considered late once it is 30 days past the due date. If it's due on September 26th and you pay on October 10th, you might get a late fee, but it likely won't be reported. But if you wait until October 27th, that's when the real damage happens. That 30-day marker can drop your score by as much as 100 points. So how do you make sure this never happens? The answer is simple: automation. Go into every single one of your accounts right now, your credit cards, your car loan, your student loan, your personal loan, and set up automatic payments. You can choose to have it automatically pay the minimum amount due a few days before the due date. This is your safety net. It guarantees you will never have a late payment reported. You can always go in and manually pay more later, but the minimum will be covered, protecting your score. This is the low-hanging fruit of credit building. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it has the biggest impact. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You do it every day to prevent cavities. Setting up autopay is the financial equivalent. Don't overthink it. Don't make excuses. Just log into your accounts, find the automatic payment section, and set it up for every single bill. This one action alone will put you on the path to a better credit score. It's the easiest win you'll ever get. All right, after you've mastered paying your bills on time, the next biggest factor is your credit utilization ratio. It sounds complicated, but it's simple. It's the amount of credit you're using compared to the total credit you have. This makes up about 30% of your credit score. Lenders want to see access to credit without you maxing it out. High balances signal you're overextended and risky. Remember, 30% is the magic number. Keep utilization below 30% per card and overall. Example: $1,000 limit. Keep balance under $300. 3 cards at $1,000 each. Total credit $3,000. Keep balances under $900. Top scorers, 800 plus, often stay under 10%. Practical example: 1 card, $5,000 limit. You use it for gas, groceries, subscriptions, and spend about $2,000 a month. If you wait and the statement reports $2,000, that's 40% utilization. 2,000 divided by 5,000. 40% will hurt your score, even if you pay in full. Beat it by making multiple payments during the month. Pay down before the statement closes. If you pay $1,500 earlier, the reported balance would be $500. That's 10%, great for your score. Or ask for a credit limit increase. If limit rises to $10,000, $2,000 becomes 20%. Lowering utilization is a fast way to boost your score. Now that we know we need to pay on time and keep balances low, let's talk about how to actually credit cards like a pro. For many, the term credit card conjures up images of spiraling debt and financial stress. They see them as dangerous debt traps. And frankly, that fear isn't entirely unfounded if they're misused. But here's the secret. When used correctly, they are one of the most powerful financial tools available. They not only build your credit and earn you rewards, but they also offer incredible fraud protection that debit cards simply can't match. The most critical mindset shift is this. A credit card is not free money. It is not a license to buy things you can't actually afford. The most disciplined and successful credit users treat their credit card exactly like their debit card. Think of it as a temporary placeholder for your own money. You are simply telling the bank, I have the cash for this, please pay for it on my behalf, and I'll settle the tab with you in a few weeks. Only spend money that you already have sitting in your bank account, ready to pay the bill. The pro-level strategy, then, is surprisingly simple. You use your credit card for all your regular, budgeted, everyday purchases that you were going to make anyway. We're talking about groceries, gas for your car, your cell phone bill, your Netflix and Spotify subscriptions. Put all of these predictable expenses on your credit card. This automates the credit building process without you having to change your spending habits one bit. Your monthly statement then becomes a convenient, itemized record of your spending, which is a great budgeting tool in itself. So, why go to this trouble? First, it consistently shows positive activity on your account, which lenders love to see. It proves you can handle credit responsibly. But second, and this is where it gets fun, is the rewards. If you have a rewards card, you could be earning 1%, 2%, or even 5% cash back on every single dollar you spend. If you spend $1,500 a month on a simple 2% card, that's $360 in free money back in your pocket each year. You're literally getting paid to buy the things you were already buying. But all of this is completely pointless without the absolute number one, non-negotiable rule. You must pay your balance in full every single month. Do not carry a balance. I repeat, do not carry a balance from one month to the next. The moment you do, you start getting charged interest. Credit card interest is calculated using an annual percentage rate, or APR, and it's brutally high, often 20% or more. Let's be clear, any rewards you earned will be instantly wiped out and then some by these massive interest charges. That $360 you earned in cashback can vanish in a couple of months of interest payments. This is the trap that millions of people fall into. They swipe for something they can't quite afford, like a new TV, telling themselves they'll pay it off soon. But then they only pay the minimum due. On a $1,500 purchase with a 20% APR, paying just the minimum could mean taking over 10 years to pay it off and costing you more than $1,800 in interest alone. That TV ends up costing more than double its sticker price. Don't be that person. The solution is discipline and automation. Go into your credit card app right now and set up auto pay for the full statement balance. Make it a non-negotiable financial habit. Pay it in full, on time, every time. Now, what if you're just starting out and have no credit history to speak of? Or perhaps you're in the process of rebuilding from a bad score and keep getting denied for traditional cards. A great place to start is with a secured credit card. It's designed specifically for this situation. With a secured card, you give the bank a refundable cash deposit, usually around $200 to $500, and that deposit becomes your credit limit. You use it like a regular credit card for small purchases, pay it off, and the bank reports all your good payment behavior to the major credit bureaus. When you're shopping for one, look for a card that reports to all three bureaus and ideally has no annual fee. Because the bank is holding your deposit as collateral, there's virtually no risk to them, which makes these cards very easy to get approved for. After about 6 to 12 months of responsible use, paying on time and in full, the bank will often see you've proven yourself. They may automatically upgrade you to a regular, unsecured credit card and, best of all, send your original deposit back to you. It's the perfect set of training wheels for building a great credit score from scratch. This next step is a bit counterintuitive, but it's absolutely crucial for achieving a top-tier credit score. We're going to play the long game. The length of your credit history makes up about 15% of your score. Think of your credit history like a financial resume. A long, stable job history looks great to an employer, right? It's the same for lenders. A long, established history of responsible credit use tells them you're reliable, consistent, and not a flight risk. Because of this, your oldest credit card is one of your most valuable assets. Let's say you got your first card in college 10 years ago, and you just got a shiny new travel card that's only 1 year old. Your average age of accounts is 5.5 years. If you close that old 10-year-old card to simplify things, your average age plummets to just 1 year. To a lender, you suddenly look like a credit newcomer, and your score can take a significant hit. But that's not all. Closing that old card also hurts your credit utilization ratio. Let's say your old card had a $5,000 limit, and your new one has $10,000. Your total available credit is $15,000. If you have a $2,000 balance, your utilization is a healthy 13%. But when you close the old card, your total credit drops to $10,000. That same $2,000 balance now represents a 20% utilization. Close another card, and it could jump to 40%, a red flag for lenders. So what do you do with these old, no annual fee cards you no longer use? You sock drawer them. You keep the account open forever to preserve its long history and available credit. To prevent the issuer from closing it for inactivity, put one small recurring subscription on it, like your Spotify or cloud storage bill. Then, set up autopay to pay the statement in full from your bank account. This ghost account will now work for your credit score in the background, effortlessly boosting your average age of accounts and keeping your utilization low for decades to come. Improving your credit score is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's more like getting in shape. You can't go to the gym once and expect a six-pack the next day. It takes time, consistency, and good habits. The same exact principle applies to your credit. There are no secret loopholes or magic bullets that will instantly take you from a 550 to an 800. It's about applying the steps we've talked about, paying on time, keeping balances low, checking your reports, and doing them consistently month after month, year after year. You might see a quick boost after paying down a high-balance credit card or after getting an error removed. But the most sustainable gains come from a long track record of positive payment history. Don't get discouraged if your score fluctuates. Small month-to-month swings are normal. A new account or paying off a loan can cause temporary dips. These are just noise. Stick to the fundamentals and the long-term trend will be upward. Focus on habits, not the daily number. Think of it as building a financial reputation. Every action is a data point. Pay bills on time. Keep balances low. Maintain old accounts. Building reputation takes time. Same for credit. Be patient. Be consistent. Trust the process. The results, and the financial doors they open, will be worth it. While we've focused on the positive steps to build credit, it's just as important to know what not to do. The first is co-signing a loan. You are 100% legally responsible. Their missed payment hits your report. Applying for a bunch of new credit at once creates hard inquiries and looks desperate. That can cause a big drop in your score. Ignoring your reports is dangerous. Errors are common. Identity theft can open and max accounts in your name. Let's quickly recap the 5 steps. First, pull your credit reports and check them for errors. Second, set up automatic payments. Third, keep balances low, ideally under 10%. Fourth, use credit cards like a debit card and pay in full. And fifth, keep your old accounts open. It's not magic, and it's not reserved for the wealthy. It's a system based on simple, repeatable habits. This isn't just about getting a higher number on a screen. This is about real-world freedom. A great credit score gives you options. It's the difference between getting approved for your dream home or being stuck renting. It's the difference between a 3% car loan and a 20% one. It lets you save money and build wealth. It gives you peace of mind, knowing that if an emergency happens, you have access to tools to weather the storm. The single most important thing you can do right now is to start. Don't put this off until tomorrow or next week. Today, on September 26, 2025, you can take the first step. Go to annualcreditreport.com and pull your reports. It will take you 15 minutes. Then, log into your credit card account and set up autopay. That's another 5 minutes. These small actions create momentum. They are the first steps on a journey that will pay you back for the rest of your life. You have the knowledge and the plan. All that's left is to execute. You are fully capable of achieving an excellent credit score of 750, 800, or even higher. It doesn't matter where you're starting from. Whether you have a thin file with no history or a damaged score from past mistakes, the path forward is the same. It requires discipline, patience, and a commitment to your future self. But I promise you, a year from now, you will be so glad you started today. The financial security and opportunities that a great credit score provides are absolutely worth the effort. Now go get started.